With the rising number of dengue fever patients, it's becoming increasingly difficult for both government and private hospitals to cope. In many hospitals, there's hardly any space left.
Among the 200 patients that we are getting admitted in this hospital, at least 150 to 170 patients are suffering from diagnosed case of dengue fever. And among them, a significant number of the patients are presenting with the features of dengue shock syndrome.
In many cases, patients are having to move from one hospital to another, often not finding a vacant beds and returning home without treatment.
I had a fever for around 3 days, then I decided to go see a doctor at the hospital. He suggested that I take a dengue test. Next day I got my results, which showed it to be positive, so I got admitted immediately at the hospital.
The worst hit are 15 to 25-year-olds of both sexes.
My roommate came down with a high fever. He suffered for several days until he was diagnosed with dengue fever. We didn't realize at first he had dengue. Then after a few days, I came down with a high fever. And after the diagnosis, it turns out I'd caught dengue.
The government recently launched an awareness campaign and fumigation operation to control the spread of mosquito-borne diseases.
If we think about the magnitude of the dengue outbreak, it's an outbreak. It's a large outbreak, not a small outbreak even. In comparison to previous years, we are having, I think the gap is huge. So it's large number of patients are suffering.
An estimated 400 million people worldwide suffer the painful, debilitating disease every year. Doctors usually advise pain relievers, rest, and to drink plenty of liquids. Health experts suspect that Aedes species of mosquitoes which carries the virus may have already spread outside the capital Dhaka. Bangladesh is struggling with one of the worst outbreaks of dengue fever in the past 20 years. The situation is getting bad to worse, with number of dead steadily increasing along with patients needing treatment. Doctors fear they will get even more busier during the Eid holidays in few days. Tanvir Chowdhury, Aljazeera, Dhaka, Bangladesh.